Woo! Wow! We are on January. What's today's date? January 6th. These cameras are terrible, but they're fascinating. They really are. Well, continued with the Happy New Year stuff going on here. Happy New Year to everybody who's out there. Thanks for joining. Like I said, I have some videos that I am going to be putting up, but a lot of the stuff I talk about is actual stuff that's going on. And today it's Sunday, and like any Sunday, I like to kind of catch the weather, especially in the winter. Go outside. It's sunshine out there, blue sky, and I got to hang out with my aunt today. She's 75 years old, and some people go, oh, 75, she's a fucking hag. She's not really a hag. She's actually she's pretty hip. She's on top of stuff. You know, she doesn't walk like she's decrepit. She walks like a young person. You know, walks actually a lot more mobile than half you fucking dreaded people out there. And that's the thing, you know, people go, okay, well, you know, because she's old, that means that she's old. I don't look at the old thing like that at all. I don't look at her as being old. And I think old is actually just the mentality of the person. So, you know, you might be all mature and everything. You might be a little stuffy, or you might have been kind of inhibited by whoever you're with, your wife, your husband, whatever. But being old and acting old and being attracted to old, it's not an old person. It's what you're attracted to, and it's what you attract. I mean, I know I attract people who want a piece of life. They want a piece of happiness. They want to smile. They want to have a good time. They want all that shit. But the part that scares people is the accountability part. The accountability part is like, oh, this motherfucker's gonna make me think. I'm not gonna make you think. I'm not gonna make you think at all. I don't even like to think. I like to hang out with my friends and have a nice time and laugh and all that. But you gotta kind of be accountable to a degree, because I'm looking around me and I'm saying, you know, there's a lot of substandard people out there. And what is substandard? Substandard means I go to the drugstore or go get coffee in the morning in my fucking pajamas. That's substandard. Substandard is I let myself go because I work too many hours. Substandard is I'm gonna wear the same eyeglass frames as my wife or my beat down girlfriend who likes to beat me down all the time. So substandard is what we've compromised in ourselves to fit into whatever we're trying to fit into, out of convenience or out of just like, let me just fucking do this to shut her the fuck up. And you don't want to do that, because then whoever you are and wherever you came from and the beauty that makes you you and the energy makes you you is now gone. I mean, when I was married, I couldn't say a fucking word. You can't say that on stage, and you can't do this. And then I had a manager tell me the same thing. You can't do this and you can't do that. Well, you know what? In actuality, somebody's got to do it first. And the only way you're going to be a leader in your life and up against the fucking loudmouth relatives or whatever, or the people who shit on you, is you're going to be like, hey, guess what? For the sake of all that's what's good, and the sake of integrity, okay, which a lot of people don't have these days, a lot of blue-collar guys do, I'm going to fucking tell... You know, I was the only one who ever stood up in my family who told my ex-sister-in-law, hey, you know what? Who the fuck are you to move my stuff from one place to the other? You took all my shit off of one table at the wedding and went to the other? Oh, don't say anything. Don't say shh. I'll fucking say what I want to say. Who the fuck are you? Hence, what happens is these people are not kept in check. These kind of overbearing, feminine type of people, and in this case it was a female, who thinks they could do whatever they want to do. You can't compromise me. I'm a fucking man. I have the American spirit. I have the human spirit in me. I've got testosterone, and I've got the ability to say, who the fuck are you? Okay? And that's what you gotta say. People don't stand up for themselves anymore, and that's why the heartbeat and the pulse of this fucking country is in the shitter. Because there's too many guys who can't sleep alone that go, oh, geez, if I say it, it's gonna upset her. It's gonna upset her, and she's gonna... And you know what happens with her is that she gets more and more and more power. And then what ends up happening is, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but as men, and who's experienced as men, You've got to keep it's checks and balances, just like in the legislation in how our nation runs, the government. It's checks and balances. People have got to be held accountable for what they do out there. And if you're not held accountable, even in terms of standards of TV, I mean, wait a second. You're saying Baby It's Cold Outside can't be played on the fucking radio, but yet the Kardashians are on fucking season 12 or 15 or whatever it is, and they are the most inhumane pieces of shit out there who are reducing every man around them to fucking rubble. They're turning them, because I don't know what it is. Hey, look, everyone likes a big ass, right? But let me tell you, I'm not gonna have any big ass bitch no matter how much of a fucking ripple effect her ass looks like an ocean when I smack it. I could give a fuck less, because honestly, that can be replaced. That can be replaced. And you know, that show, which is completely, it's just immoral, inhumane, non-American horse shit. You got a pack of fucking ugly girls that have more fucking work done than the Verrazano Bridge, and you're telling me that these girls are fucking amazing? I don't think so. They're the daughters of a criminal lawyer that protected O.J. Simpson. Please, get the fuck out of here already with that, all right? And then they tell their guy, they're mall chicks. They're fucking mall girls. They don't mean anything. They're not, this country does not revolve around that, and whoever does revolve around that is either a young girl under the age of 20 or maybe 24 years old, or a fucking housewife that thinks that that's the right way to do it. That is not the right way to do it. Substandard shit. My point is, it's Sunday, okay? Make your decisions on what makes you tick and what makes you alive. And what makes you alive is knowing who you were when you were younger, and that spirit. Take out the garbage in your life. I don't care if it's the friend that you talk to who does not give you an exchange of information and care about you if you're fucking living dead sick or otherwise. I don't care if it's the family member who tells you and dictates to you at the dinner table what to do, and you sit there and take it as your stomach churns, or the fucking job that you're not happy with because they haven't given you a raise in 8 years and you don't think you're valuable enough. Substandard is not what makes the world tick. It's what holds everybody in a holding pattern in their lives. It's what happens. And when you have a holding pattern, you have substandard people that accept substandard fucking life, then you got people who go, they back off from the truth, and they will not push the other people who need to be held accountable, that are leading homes and jobs. They go, that I can't acknowledge that because you just convicted me. I'm gonna have to fire you, or you can't fuck me for the next month and a half. You know what? I'll take that, because if that's what it's gonna be, then you need to go or I need to go. And that's the end of that. Take out the garbage in your life. People who don't want to be around you because you got too much to say, or people who make you feel less than. You don't need that in your life. You don't. What you do need is people who build you up and you inversely build them up. That's all I'm telling you. I walked down in Port Jefferson today with my aunt, and I'm looking around and I'm walking and I'm saying, wow, you know, and she's 75 and we came from the same place. The same time. She's older than me, of course, but you know, we knew things as a kid growing up, and you know, there were things that she taught me and my mom taught me and all that. And I stare at, we're looking at it, I'm like, these fucking people, like, I can't believe they go out of the house like that in fucking pajamas. I can wear pajamas, I can wear my fucking slippers. Well then, you know, like, do you wear that same filthy fucking pajamas in the bed too? You know, I've never seen so many people wearing sweatpants that don't fucking exercise. Like, what is this delusion? If I wear the sweatpants, it looks like I exercised, therefore I believe I exercised? Are you out of your fucking mind? Look, I know everyone's got a rough lifestyle, and those kind of clothes are comfortable, but how much class do you not have? It's substandard. It's substandard shit. In the fucking 40s and in the early 1900s and even in the fucking 70s and 80s, people walked around and they wore the clothes that were prescribed to be worn outside, not fucking pajamas. So does that mean because you wear pajamas, you have a very loose lifestyle? Obviously you have some kind of loose lifestyle. I don't know what that is, but I'll tell you right now, if you're wearing that shit out, I can't even look at you, and you have a fucking lame, sloppy physique. How much do you want it in this world? How much do you want it? That's the question you got to ask yourself. How much do you want it? And you can't, hey look, I got fucking humble surroundings, I got a humble home. That's how it is. But what I do know is that standards exist. And if you are going to substandardize yourself, okay, and this is only based on observation. I am not higher than anybody. I am not, but when I step into somebody's house, I make sure I behave the right way. If my kids go over there, they don't jump on the couches like a bunch of fucking animals. Substandard means, oh, my kid's the boss. I'm allowing my kid to do whatever he wants to do, and he'll shoot his mouth off. And one of my best things is that when I got my kids doing what they do, I'm the boss, I'm the father. I've been around here for a long time. You're gonna do how it's supposed to be done, and you're not gonna wear pajamas out or smoke fucking blunts or vape in public. How many vices do you need, and how many coping mechanisms do you need just to get around what you're supposed to do? Diversion of the truth and diversion of accountability. And you know something? That's really what we're surrounded by. We're surrounded by a bunch of finger pointing time that we're in. Finger pointing, avoiding, not me, I didn't do it. How many fucking women do you know that go, oh, it was him, he's a narcissist and he's this and he's that, but not me. So, okay, well, if men have no accountability and men are narcissists, why are some of the most of the amazing shit done in this world by men? The most incredible love songs, you tell me. With maybe the exception of Carole King and Alanis Morissette, she got lucky on one album. Seriously, men process and digest and regurgitate what has been fucking accomplished and the mistakes that they made. You think women do that? No. For the most part, they go, wasn't me, it was him. Wasn't me, it was him. Now, this is not... I respect women. I think women are incredible. I've worked with women in business, corporations. They're very fast. They do know how to multitask, as they like to say, and I respect them. I really do. But, you know, that is like a government that gets out of control with the dictatorship. It's going to happen. And you know what? You got to pull them in. You can't lead from behind. That's all I can tell you. If you got anybody in your life that tells you what's up and how to fucking do it, and there's an agenda, or they really don't give a shit about you, and they text while you're talking to them on the phone because you could hear the clicking, you know what? Take them out, put them in the fucking garbage pail because you don't need them. If you have a small circle of people around you, make sure they're a good circle of people, and that's the end of that. We got more shit coming up here. Yeah, I'm going to talk because, you know what, I'm a man before I'm a comedian, and I do have a lot of shit to say, but I also like to fuck with people on the streets. So I do have a bank of videos I do want to put up, and I'm going to be putting them up. And realize, you know, this shit isn't just coming out of nowhere. It's not coming out of like, because I have some recent breakup, divorce, or something. It's nothing. I've been well out of the divorce chambers for 11 years. No breakups for a long time. And I don't hate women, and I don't hate people. I love people. But people will continue to disappoint other people because there's that expectation from other people. And that's because there's no consideration, and the way people conduct themselves is substandard and inconsiderate. Try and be a considerate, non-substandard, a fucking person who strives to be a better person in this day and age. In this day and age, it is so much easier to be great because there's so many lame motherfuckers out there. So many lamos. Look around you. Look around you. They're dependent on some fucking boyfriend or girlfriend they could push around, or sloppy clothes, which is substandard, going out in pajamas and fucking sweatpants and you never exercise, and filling your sweatpants until they're tight. That's fucking substandard, and that sucks. I'm not judging anybody, because people gain some weight here and there, but there is a time, and you have to be conscious constantly of what you do and what you put in here and all that. You have to be conscious. And if you're not conscious, then you're not conscious of other things that you do. And every word that is said, like a frame in a fucking Simpsons cartoon, every frame, every second, everything you do matters. Everything. Everything you stick into your mouth, everything you fucking say to somebody, everything has to be mindful, like a frame in a cartoon. Be mindful of what you say and be mindful of what you do. And that year 2020, when it comes up, I hope you have 2020 vision on what you've got to do in the year coming up. So when that year comes, you have perfect vision and you can fucking get your lives back, because that's what you need to do in a world with so much opposition and jealousy. The times are changing. Get yourself fucking ready and own up to who you are and who you want to fucking be, because no one's going to help you. Meditate on this shit. Go out there and take out the garbage on Sunday and make some life changes for fucking Monday morning. Make some phone calls and tell certain people to go fuck themselves. Have a great day. I'm George Gallo. And let's end this transmission. I don't know how to fucking end it. Here we go. I don't know how to turn this thing off. So I'm gonna keep on talking until I fucking end it. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yeah, I think so.